From the site of Super Bowl 56, set to be contested this upcoming February, we are at the gorgeous new SoFi Stadium here in Inglewood.
Today, it's a matchup in the AFC West between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Los Angeles Chargers.
Daniel Carlson to kick off for the Raiders.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports.
Taken about 7 yards deep, and they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive.
Play clock down to 0. And this is not the way to start a drive. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Throwing, Hundley. Over the middle, that's caught. Keenan Allen. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So if they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. Now Hundley. Oh, he's got him wide open, complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a first down. This is Elliott. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the Raiders' 43-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now back to throw. Allen's got it over the middle. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Now what a first down pickup of 8.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Pass incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
At the 35-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. On play action, they'll throw. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And finally taken down at the 15. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he is caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 13 yards on the pickup, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. He'll look to throw. The Raider defense strong on that one in coverage, and now it's 4th.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Golden Tate, his first touchdown on the year. And the Chargers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. You'd have to imagine for a team that's lost 3 straight games, scoring first in this first quarter has to feel pretty good.
It has to feel great for them, and also it's a nice signal to the rest of the team, because we talk about complementary football all the time. So they've now signaled to the defense, now signaled to the kicking game, hey, we're here to play in this one. We're going to do our part. Let's see if you guys will do the exact same, and we can break this losing streak. And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
And they'll begin by running the option.
Here's a quick throw left side to start things out. That catch good for only a couple.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 43-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Carr. He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders.
Henry Ruggs.
His first touchdown on the year. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up.
Daniel Carlson.
A diving catch for the score. He laid out. That was special.
And you know the first thing they're going to check, right? Did he complete the process of the catch? All the way through, all the way to the ground. Ball doesn't hit the ground without control in his hands. All of that, yes. Check the box, touchdown.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going.
And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now, defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now, they're just cutting them to shreds.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
This pass finds its way to Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards there, a first down.
You know, he's already thrown for more yardage in this first quarter than he did all of last week.
And I could be snarky here and say, well, he didn't throw for a lot of yards last week, but the bottom line is he put in a great week of practice and really came out ready to go in this one.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Sometimes I need a check. Not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step. You change your name, how about your respect? Give them more than what I get expected at the back. In fact.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Taken in by his tight end. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 31-yard line. These two teams all tied after one. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And this is incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. Now the ball comes loose. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. The Raider defense strong on that one in coverage, and now it's 4th.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
A 42-yard attempt.
Is not going to get there. Oh, he missed it short. It's no good. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Shotgun now for Carr. Oh, that was dangerous. Throw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Now an option play on second down. Right back to Waller. He's got it this time.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
And the Las Vegas first down.
They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
The ball carrier.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's second and 2. From midfield, here's Carr. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
After the incompletion, here now, third and 2. Now Carr. And that is incomplete.
I think that's a big-time play there because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick. But able to see it, diagnose it, and get to the football, that's why he was able to bat it away.
On fourth down, out is the punter, Cameron Johnston, to boot it away. Back deep, Golden Tate. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive. Missed field goal.
Always hurts a team because, you know, you put
into a double team and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Corey Littleton. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
30-yard line.
Yeah, he's just trying to throw this ball into the hole in the zone, but those windows can open and close quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So if the timing's not right, we'll see interceptions like that one right there.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
Carr's pass.
It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so.
On the pickup.
On second down, here's the option.
That's caught by Waller out left side. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your team.
And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown.
Touchdown.
Josh Jacobs, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders have taken the lead. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
Daniel Carlson to kick off for the Raiders.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula to get them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now Elliott. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line.
He's taken down.
Good, strong run against the 3-4 set. And that 3-4, you've got to have your guys up front eat up a lot of blocks. The guy playing over the center, the nose, he usually has to take on double teams. But when you're able to successfully move him, you're often able to get some yardage. And that's when linebackers have to clean up and make tackles.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. And the Raiders have got it.
They just gave up a sack there, if I'm not mistaken. They gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if I'm going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Barry on to punt as he gets this one away. Whoosh. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return. And the Raiders will have a short field to work with as they take over. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down.
A gain of 13 yards. First down, Las Vegas.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, it's Carr. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got it. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
The intended receiver that time was Josh Jacobs, and it's 3rd and short.
You could tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And this is caught by Watkins. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Quez Watkins. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders add on to their lead.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. Taken about 7 yards deep, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
1-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
This drive starting off on the right foot. 18 yards.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Try for the tight end, Arts, and it's intercepted. Picked by Trayvon Mullen. That's sort of the second quarter. Forget it. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
First down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
So the first thing that crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
Looking for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. They'll get there and pick it. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half. And you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
It's a gain of 10. And a Raider first down.
The final shot here before half for Carr. Reception here by Ruggs. And they work this well upfield across the 45. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime reporter. Coach? The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. Now to return it, here's Kenyon Drake. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Kenyon Drake on the return. The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys. But
and the Chargers watch is going to get there. Down he goes. The former number 3 pick, Joey Bosa, bringing the lumber that time.
It's 2nd down.
Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Raider linemen might have been moving. Not a great start to this drive. You had the sack, now the false start.
I mean, it doesn't take much to either read lips or just imagine what the head coach is saying right now. Get your head in the game, guys. Let's go.
And that false start penalty is certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. From the gun, Carr. On the right side, it's Hilton with a catch. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
Number 13, T.Y. Hilton. A 7-yard gain on the play. And it's third down.
On third and long, it's Carr. Over the middle, complete. That's Jacobs. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker.
We can make this one pretty simple. Walked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a fourth down?
We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Chargers will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over first and 10. The Charger drive about to get going. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7. Now Hundley. And it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Zach Ertz that time. But now it's third down.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Here's Jordan Berry now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And here's a very low line drive, almost whiffed on it. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a first and 10 on the short side of the field.
And they'll run the option to start the drive.
Carr, quick throw, it's complete. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up second and 4 at the 34-yard line.
On second down and 4. Carr into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 14. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. When I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
The Charger drive about to get going, and they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go
He's doing Kelly stripped. The ball is free, and the Raiders pick it up. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. obviously you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. So after the fumble recovery, it's Carr.
He'll get this underneath to Jacobs.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
It's a gain of 9.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
To throw again on 2nd down. Carr. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And this time they were waiting for him, as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal.
At the Chargers' 10-yard line.
Now Carr. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Third touchdown pass now for Derek Carr. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it now, because you're exactly right. All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll run with Elliott. And very little daylight there. They'll get a couple up to the 44.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start Chucking it all over the park, and you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after them now.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing, Hundley. He's airing it out for Williams. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this 3rd quarter of play.
Chargers 7.
The Chargers on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Looking to throw. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Here's Jordan Berry now as he's on to punt for L.A. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10.
32-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And it would seem as if their 3-game winning streak is about to go to 4, but still a little work to do as they start 1st and 10. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Kenneth Murray, the linebacker, there to make the play defensively.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Operating from the gun. Carr. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
Throwing his car on 3rd down. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. 1st down Vegas as Carr finds Ruggs that time. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Now a quick throw out wide to Ruggs. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. It's another 1st down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them. trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
And it's 3rd down.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Carr to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
At the 25-yard line.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. The throw right sideline here is complete. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic and people wanting to put a little contact on him. Really well done.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Clemley. And the Raiders have got him.
He's the NFL sack leader coming into the game, and now that's 2 more than he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category. Gun now on 3rd down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 29. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. Jacobs with a carry on 1st down as he'll get about 3 there before he's taken down.
I think if we put together a job description for a middle linebacker, we would start with being able to hold down things in the middle of the line of scrimmage and be able to take on blockers. But how about the guys who can go sideline to sideline and make plays?
Love a guy that can do that. We saw a perfect example of it right there. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Once again, it's Jacobs. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Raiders take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Chargers 7. Daniel Carlson to kick off for the Raiders.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Taken in the end zone.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Charger drive about to get going. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a fourth straight loss. And now here's another interception. It's David Arnett picking it up. And he's going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. So this one a victory for the Las Vegas Raiders. And they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for Las Vegas, that early momentum continues here as they move to 4-0. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Chargers, they'll sink now to 0-4. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head